Successfully, with a smile that fades quickly. Your resistance to sadness is futile, but you're a fighter, can stand defeat. You're a magician that's hiding the hurt from you, but I see and I hear you, loud as a bomb, wanting a shoulder to cry on. I hear you, tumbling fast. I'll teach you to fly before you fall away. I am the daughter of a woman who was sexually abused and raped by her father. I am the daughter of a queen who was sexually abused and raped by a coward of a man, by the same man who was supposed to protect her from monsters like him, by the same man who was supposed to love her like blood like kin, but instead decided to take advantage because she looked different. My mother, she is fruitful in every way possible. She is too much woman. Like flowers in spring, she makes you want to stop and stare just to take her all in. She is the epitome of what it is to be selfless. She is angelic. And every fiber of her being, like God took more days to create her than he did the earth. My mother, she doesn't speak often. And whenever she does, it's always of the same topic. Jenny, did you eat? Are you doing good in school? Get home safe. I love you. My mother does most of her thinking in silence whenever she's alone, furrowed eyebrows and that wrinkle in between her forehead. This is what she looks like when she's been thinking too hard, when the thoughts in her head are too hurtful, but this is a secret she always said that she would keep from me. So when asked, Mom, what are you thinking of? Her immediate response is nothing. Like she's always been programmed to say nothing. Is this what he did to you? Bound your lips together with your own fears. Mama, please say something. My mother does most of her grieving in the kitchen while she cooks. A scene I've seen too often before. I'm pretty sure tears have been parts of her ingredients. Mom, don't cry. Mom, are you thinking of the childhood that was stripped of you after being stripped of your clothes? Mom, he cannot hurt you anymore. Mom, these are all the things I wish that I could say to her, but she doesn't know that I am aware of all the hardships she had to endure. She doesn't know that I wonder why every night she prays to a God whose existence I sometimes question, because where was God when she felt too vulnerable to speak? Did God confuse honoring thy father with that of sexual pleasures? I mean sexual assault, I mean rape. Was God confused? But then I remember that God took him off this earth before I was even born, because Lord knows I would have reigned next like it was my favorite instrument. Looked him in his eyes before finishing him, because fuck you for violating my mother, you dumb bitch. I used to ask my mother about him, that man. And I don't think she ever wanted me to hate him, so she never brought him up. And whenever I tried, she just shrugged the topic off, like me just knowing he used to exist was enough. You see, I only recently found out about the devil dressed as my mother's father. I always heard about fathers being first loves, but never first fucks. And Mom, I'm sorry for bringing thoughts of him into our home. I didn't know, but now everything makes sense. I know why you never wanted me around older men. Why me being daddy's girl sometimes made you nervous, even though you knew that this was all innocence, even though you knew that my daddy's amazing. I now know why the clothes I wore while men were around was such a big deal. I know why you're silent. It's all you know. Keep your struggles inside and stay silent. Mom, I promise to be your voice. At times words will come too hard to project. I promise to love you a million times over for the million times this pedophile fucked you over. I promise to hold you up at times it becomes too hard to stand anymore, too hard to be strong anymore. I've been there before. My mother, she is a phenomenal woman. And to say I am proud to be her child is an understatement. I am the daughter of the strongest person I know, and it is my greatest honor to call her mom. And it is now my greatest duty to keep her safe.